So you've now created your EOR contract for John. You've submitted it, you've made sure the email is correct, and he should have received an email from this point giving him the further instructions to create his Deel account, which he'll use to sign in moving forward, collecting, withdrawing any of the payments, checking all of the time off, anything that needs to be done from the HR payroll side of things. That's the account that John would use in this case. So we're going to go back into our People tab. And from here, we're going to select the tracker. So again, we're going to make sure John Smith, EOR employee, he's been invited. So we set to start April 14th, which means there's a few things we have to get done before John officially can receive and sign the contract. You can see here through the tracker, it's going to give you all the steps that are now required after you've created the initial contract. So currently what John needs to do is sign up for Deel. You can see here it's easy to resend the invite or send a reminder email if John hadn't received it. What's most important right now in this step is that we're currently awaiting the deposit for John. So like I mentioned in the other video, the deposit is the first month's payment that Deel with will withhold until the end of the contract. And a lot of EOR onboarding can get delayed from not being able to pay the deposit on time. So we're going to make sure that this is going to be the first thing that we do. So we're just going to hit pay deposit. And over here you see what is due. It's going to say that it's due in 5 days, but it's a good idea to get it done as quickly as possible just to make sure that John is going to be able to be onboarded in time. And we're going to make sure we go pay selected. So what this is going to prompt you to do is use the payment method which you add in the payment section in the other video that you can see. But for simplicity's sake, we'll see here that we've added the ACH payment. If you need to change the payment method, you can look at your options here, or again, you can click Add New Payment Method, but I'll show exactly how to do that in a separate video. So for now, we'll use ACH. Something to note when it says a $5 USD provider fee, that's actually the fee that it takes the payment to go out. So it's more of a batch fee, regardless if you're paying one EOR or 30 EORs. If they're all being paid at the same time, the fee will just be a $5 fee regardless. And again, that's just the payment method fee. For ACH, it'll be 5 USD. You can see here for BACS, it'll be 384 GBP. So we'll stick with ACH. We'll make sure we have the total here. It's for the EOR deposit plus the payment processing fee. We'll hit pay and continue. Make sure that's all right. We'll hit confirm. Now we can see here that the payment is processing. So you can track the payment with this link. We're going to close this for now. We're going to make sure there's no pending invoices here for us to make. And then we're going to go back to the People tab and go down to the tracker. Now we just want to make sure everything is good on our end. So we see here, clicking John Smith, the request to pay the deposit is now gone. So all that's left to do is making sure that we follow these steps. So we're gonna, again, ensure that John signs up for a Deel account. From there, you can see that the steps include verifying the identity. You'll have to submit some additional details, have to sign the employment agreement. Then you will sign the countersign agreement, make sure all the compliance documents are uploaded and the banking details, and then we'll be good to go. I'll show an example here. So here we can see that we have a few employees that are onboarding currently. So we can always check out what their process is. So if we click here, we'll see the steps. So in this case, we see that two of the four steps are completed, and there's two left to do. And we'll have a notification here telling us when the start date is to make sure that everything gets completed on time. So we can see there's still a few things to do here. If we go to another section, we'll go to Sanford. We'll see it's something similar. So we still need some additional details. We still need some compliance documents that are required. So once those get completed by the EOR, we'll see updates automatically in the platform, and all that will be left to you is to sign the counter agreement. If you scroll up, you can see that we have one here that's onboarding at risk. So this is the case when an employee was set to start or is set to start very soon, and we want to make sure that we're avoiding any payroll delays, anything that might affect the EOR coming aboard. So it'll give you this red task just to notify you that there's still things that need to be done before the onboarding can be completed. So we see here that this employee has only just created the account and nothing else is submitted. So this is definitely going to create some urgency in needing the employee here to complete these required processes. So once that's done and everything is complete, you'll see that once you perform the countersign, everything will be good to go. The employee will get an official welcome aboard email. All of this will be said as done, and then they will be good to go within the system.